on the Dan podcast.
Yeah. Could I put the people on one more tip?
Yep. Why not?
So something I really like to do to stop procrastinating and just to be overall more productive in general is put my phone on grayscale. I don't know if y'all can see that,
How do you do
but
that?
it's black and white. Basically, you go into the settings and then you go to like color filters, and then you can kind of toggle it on and off with this button right here.
That's
Hold up.
crazy. The heck?
Yeah. So basically, it makes real life look more stimulating. Like this is like with it normal, and then this is with it grayscale. So it pretty much makes real life look a lot more like stimulating and exciting than like your phone. And I think it's something that helps me a lot when I'm about to go study or do something. And if I get a text or something, I just look at my phone real quick. But since it's grayscale, I can just focus on what's happening on the phone, get it done with, and then put it away. And I'm not so sucked into it. So I think that's something that like it helps me like kind of curb the dopamine that I get from the phone because it's kind of like looking at a newspaper, you know. So like if I'm on IG and it's just black and white, like I don't want to look at that. Like I'm trying to like go outside, touch grass, like see the world, see people. If I'm just seeing black and white, so I think that's something that really helps me. And you can do it on iPhone and Android as well.
Days. Where have these skills been all my life? Cause what the
I
heck?
gotta put y'all on.
You guys need to pay attention. This is actually some crazy advice. I've never even heard of this. Like this whole technological aspect. I've never even I never come across it in my entire life. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man, it's really important to have a healthy relationship with our technology. Like personally, I'm a youth group staff for my church. Sometimes I look at my kids' screen time. I said, "Damn!" Like one time, one of my I ain't gonna say the name, but I saw 16 hours on TikTok. I said, "My brother, are you even like sleeping?" And then and then brother said he was not. Now he said 16 hours. I said, "Well, so
in one day?"
Yeah, I was like, how do you get
Oh, heck
16
no.
hours on that?
That's crazy.
Oh, he
It
left.
means you wake up in the morning and
Bro,
you're straight on that. Then you wake up in the morning, you're on that the entire day. Like you
That's
never
what
get
I'm
off.
saying.
You
I
don't
was
even
like,
go to
bro, I
text
need to
messages.
take your phone. I was telling him I need to take your phone right now. Like,
Nah, that's crazy. This man doesn't even check messages. It's just TikTok when he wakes up on the front page, and then he just scrolls through it all day long, and then goes to sleep. Like, how do you even do it? You don't even do it. There's no way to have time for anything else. Like, not even checking messages, not even doing homework assignments, not doing anything. Like, how? I don't understand it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when I'm saying like your relationship with technology is so important, and especially that's why like when I have kids, bro, y'all not getting no iPads, bro. But no iPad, no damn phone, none of that until y'all get to like I don't know a certain age. But
certain age, yeah.
My kids cannot be iPad kids. Absolutely not. You get a book, you get a coloring book.
Right?
I'm gonna tell you, go outside, touch grass. You need
once in your life, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Because when you're a kid, like imagine you're introduced to that at such a young age. Like as a kid, you're so impressionable. You're like everything you do is just like normal to you. So if you're on the iPad like the whole day, you're cooked.
They don't know restraint.
You're cooked.
They literally know no restraint, bro. You give a kid an iPad, they have no restraint. They're just gonna go and go and go.
And if you take it, they crash out.
Exactly.
Like if you at a restaurant and you take the iPad, they just start crashing out. I'm like, bro, you got, man. I know it's an easy thing to do, of course. Like giving a kid an iPad, it's a lot easier than parenting.
Parenting like, is
obviously
but it's more stupid.
I don't know. Yeah, you got it. I don't know. Like parenting is definitely tough, bro. Like I can't talk. I don't have kids, but all I'm saying is like when I do have kids, the iPad is not coming in the house. If I see an iPad, I'm there. I'm selling it. I don't know. Yeah, no, they ain't getting no iPad.
Like not from your friends, none of that, bro.
Yeah,
and especially because that stuff like stimulates them. That just is like a program to their brain. Like, bro, when I tell you my brother knows how to he knows how to operate a Google Home device, and yet he doesn't even know how it works. He hasn't read the manual, none of that. Like it really is processed for their brain. They're knowing this stuff off rip. This
No,
isn't
I'm sharp.
normal.
I'm sharp.
Yeah, like we really have to pay attention to these younger kids and like where their generation is going with in terms of technology because if they have to like I don't know, be given a phone and yet already know how to type, already know how to like scroll and stuff like that, that cannot be normal.
That is not normal.
It can't. It can't. Which is why like certain electronics have to go. They do.
Real,
Out the window. We just gotta toss them out.
real. Or like they gotta be age restricted. Like I can't reels. You can't be on reels if you under like 15 or something. But I be seeing like 10-year-olds on reels. I'm like, bro, you're not supposed to be on here.
No, bro. The stuff that kids be learning off the internet because of the fact they have access to it is just scary. Nowadays, you just
Yeah.
see it like everywhere. Kids will just be learning stuff on the internet, and it just be scaring people. It just scares me at this point.
Yeah, for real.
Mhm. Like they just scroll on a daily basis and you really just see them everywhere. Like it really doesn't matter the age range. They just know what their stuff is. They just know how to
Mhm.
access that.
I mean, someone needs to put parents in like a course to basically to be like put them in an actual course. Be like before they start parenting or even after, just how to actually parent. Because people stand to forget like how to actually parent. Like in this new age, they'll literally forget. You know what? An iPad.
Technology. Yeah, it's crazy. There was actually a study that was saying short-term reels are worse for you than like drugs and alcohol combined. Like that's worse for you for your brain. And at first I was like, I need to look into this. Like this can't be for real. But then they were saying because of the stimulation, like you're low key getting almost more dopamine if you're spending enough time on reels like consistently over time. Like it's the same kind of effect. And to me, I was like, damn, like people saying not do drugs now, you need to get off reels.
Yeah.
It's actually more addicting. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
I don't know. It's like for people who, especially like people who are new to this whole entire technology thing. I know when I first came into TikTok, like what 2 to 3 months ago, I was so new to this thing. I didn't even care. I don't even use it now. But like for people who just come into this Instagram or social media like that, the stuff isn't tailored towards them. So then people spend more time trying to tailor their stuff versus actually living in the real world. And that's where most of the problem
Mm,
comes from, especially people who are new to it.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Like people who are new to it, bro. My dad be on YouTube Shorts for like hours, bro, and he's 77. Like I'll be like, Dad, I'm like, Dad, you gotta get off this, man. And he's like, No, like the shorts are too fire. Like he be ordering stuff on Temu. I have to delete Temu from his phone.
Not the Timu! Not the Timu!
That's what I'm saying. Like I
Yo!
told it, I was like,
We
Dad,
got
you
the
gotta get
Timu,
off
bro. That's
Temu.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. But then I deleted it for him. Now he doesn't buy anything from there. And then
There we
I put
go.
I put a time limit on his YouTube. And it's like, yo, man, why is it not working? I was like, I don't know.
We
But
don't
like
Nah, he needs to. Because I
he
have
be
not been
on
in YouTube
shorts.
Shorts in a while, but they be heavily addicting. Almost
It's
as
the same thing.
yeah, bro. Heavily addicting.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm glad we talked about this because I feel like this is like most of the reason why people procrastinate nowadays, just because of short form content and how it's engineered to give you the most stimulation possible for your brain, so that you don't want to leave it. Because the longer you stay on, the more money they're getting, the more money, the
Yeah.
more ads you're seeing, like that. Literally on Facebook Shorts or Facebook, bro. I be on Facebook sometimes, just like bro, I see the reels or shorts or whatever clips, whatever they have, they
Mhm.
are out of pocket. Like they honestly have like
Yeah.
soft core, like NSFW stuff on there. Because if you're like a young man on Facebook, like they target that to you because they want you to stay on there longer. And like they're not thinking about like what's good for society. They're just thinking like maximize value, which is like sure that is a company's job, but you also have to factor in what is best for society, you know?
Mm.
I don't know. It's like for people who, especially like people who are new to this whole entire technology thing. I know when I first came into TikTok, like what 2 to 3 months ago, I was so new to this thing, I didn't even care. I don't even use it now. But like for people who just come into this Instagram or social media like that, the stuff isn't tailored towards them. So then people spend more time trying to tailor their stuff versus actually living in the real world. And that's where most of the problem
Mhm.
comes from, especially people who are new to it.
Yeah, I feel that. Like people who are new to it, bro. My dad be on YouTube Shorts for like hours, bro, and he's 77. Like I'll be like, Dad, I'm like, Dad, you gotta get off this, man. And he's like, No, like the shorts are too fire. Like he be ordering stuff on Temu. I have to
Yo,
delete Temu from his phone.
not the team move. Not the team move.
That's what I'm saying. Like I
Yo,
told, I was like,
we got
Dad, you
the team
gotta
move,
get off
bro. That's
Temu.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. But then I deleted it for him. Now he doesn't buy anything from there. And then
There we
I put
go.
I put a time limit on his YouTube. And it's like, yo, man, why is it not working? I was like, I don't know.
We
But
don't know.
like
Now he needs to because I
he
have
be
not
on
been in YouTube
shorts.
Shorts in a while, but they be heavily addicting. Almost
It's
as
the same thing.
yeah, bro. Heavily addicting.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm glad we talked about it because I feel like this is like most of the reason why people procrastinate nowadays, just because of short form content and how it's engineered to give you the most stimulation possible for your brain, so that you don't want to leave it. Because the longer you stay on, the more money they're getting, the more money, the
Yeah,
more ads you're seeing, like that. Literally on Facebook Shorts or Facebook, bro. I be on Facebook sometimes, just like bro. I see the reels or shorts or whatever clips, whatever they have, they
Mhm.
are out of pocket. Like they honestly have like soft core,
Yeah.
like NSFW stuff on there. Because if you're like a young man on Facebook, like they target that to you because they want you to stay on there longer. And like they're not thinking about like what's good for society. They're just thinking like maximize value, which is like sure that is a company's job, but you also have to factor in what is best for society. You know.
definitely, definitely.
I
Like you have a
mean,
responsibility as a corporation to like look out for the well-being of people, but oftentimes there's not really a checks and balances to like hold them accountable for that.
Yeah, because like these companies, they really just thrive off of like the viewers and specifically the age groups. It's to the point where people can really just program this type of content on them, like whatever they happen to see on the internet, they derive from it. And it really doesn't matter what age you are, however. But
Hmm.
if I were to pick a specific range, it's definitely like the 8 to 15-year-olds that are like
Hmm.
taking in this information and not really thinking, oh, like this company is getting money from that,
Yeah.
because they're not in that type of mindset. Same with like the teenagers. Like, even though they understand it in a way, they're still addicted, you know,
Mm.
one way or another. Because, like, the thing about it is, we don't know what type of master plan they're coming up with, you know,
don't.
in a way that they're just like they're targeting this type of content towards like one age group to another. We don't know what exactly they're trying to like go ahead and do, you know? You know, it's crazy. Like even the TikTok ban, I was surprised they didn't ban TikTok because gang, kids are cooked.
Yeah, they are.
They're derived. It's to the point where we're using numbers, fruits, freaking made up words from like big platforms like Twitch or something for our vocabulary in terms
Yes,
of like
man.
Gen Z and Gen A between the two. It's like very confusing.
Yeah, those gamer terms, like those things like what are those things that they'll be saying on stream and then they'll just be saying IOL? Um you got the money? I don't know.
Riz,
Yeah,
Aura,
bro, this is created
Mango,
and they
Lemonade.
just like they just messed up the word now. It's overused too much. The word whiz is
Bruh.
overused way too much now.
Yeah.
Now y'all would know that better. I'm an uncle, bro. I'm 21.
Yeah.
I don't know all that.
More
Young
classified
man.
himself as unk. In the
Yo,
same
Or
category as
to
EJ.
y'all, I'm uncle. But yeah, I think all right, y'all.
that's
We got like about 2 minutes left for the meeting. So, any final thoughts we want to wrap up on procrastination?
Mm. Honestly, people in the world should just know procrastination isn't really worth it. At the end of the day, You can have that short term happiness, like you can have that 1 minute happiness out looking at the YouTube shorts and let that last for hours. But then at the end of the day, you look back at what you've done and you realize you haven't done the things that you needed to do. And if they're important, then you're gonna regret your choices. So then just don't procrastinate.
Especially know that in a sense you still have time. You have to use that time wisely and determine whether you want it to be like a step-by-step process or not, you know? Because the amount of time you have is very important. You could use that time to draw. I don't care how much you use your time for. I don't care what thing it is. Make it productive. Don't make it about some social media and then use some dumb excuse like, oh, the dog ate my homework or something like that. Or even like aside from school,
Yep.
advocate for yourself.
Just lock in.
Think about it. Like
Mm,
mindfully advocate for yourself, please.
I like that. For me, I would say just look at the bigger picture, look at the vision, look at the road ahead, and remember your goal. And in the moment, you just got to remember like what you're working towards, whether that's like getting a big project done or developing a certain passion of yours.
Mm.
That's all for Dan podcast today. The link for the podcast, what's the thing that you had the app?
Pomo Focus. It'll
Pomodoro.
be in the description.
It'll be in the description, so look out for that. All right,
All
see you
right.
guys
Thank you
next
for
time.
having me on, yo.
Of course,
Thank you for having me.
of course.
I'm Wal Martino Cappuccino, signing out.